Welcome to Overhauling, where the owner gets tricked and the car gets tricked out.
I'm Chris.
And this is Overhauling, the show that turns your cold old car into a brand new hot rod, and you don't even know we're doing it. On today's Overhauling, a 71 Chevelle has no idea that a team of world-class car builders are racing the clock to make it cool.
And while the car is being rebuilt, we're gonna have a little fun messing around with its owner until we give him the shock of his life.
It's Hidden Cam meets car makeover.
Here on Overhauling.
That's right.
All right, we're waiting here for our arrival, which is a 71 Chevelle that we plucked from this guy.
He's Jeff, a 31-year-old sound engineer who is in love with his car.
Now, we found Jeff by way of this dude. This is Tony, our insider.
Tony is Jeff's boss, and we got Tony to get Jeff and his drab ride over here to where the plan started.
Come on in, guys.
The setup started at Mother's Polish. Jim Holloway runs Mother's, and he put the word out that he needed some pretty beat cars for a series of ads and an infomercial.
But this is Overhauling, so of course that's all just an act. We just needed a way to get our hands on a car to overhaul.
Of course, it's all a scam, including our director, Joe, playing the infomercial director, and his gorgeous assistant, Val. 5 hidden cameras catch everything as a few fibs fly.
Joe and Val explain that they're gonna need Jeff's car for this infomercial photo shoot.
So who has the car?
And Joe goes out to see if Jeff's car is right for the bogus ad campaign.
This is the new wax we've got. It's kind of the mock-up. Basically what this product does, it revolutionizes the wax industry, takes your flat, dead paint, and makes it wet and glossy. Okay. Pretty plain and simple.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We're going to have print campaign, 30-second spots, 60-second spots, infomercials, which is where your car would come in.
Now, Jeff bought the gag hook, line, and sinker.
How long have you had that car?
In about 3 years.
3 years?
Just about, almost.
So you like do fix-ups and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've messed with it. I've done some stuff to it.
So is it like a second car for you, or you have like a...
No, I pretty much drive it.
Really?
That's pretty much
Oh my
daily
God.
drive.
As Joe returns, the hook is about to be swallowed by the fish.
I mean, we want to get the right one with juxtaposition to where we're going to have our really deluxe car and a couple other Chevelles.
It'll work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Great.
He was more than happy to volunteer his car to us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's going to be fun, yeah.
All right, now we got the car.
Let's get to work!
To do this right, you don't get B-grade guys. No, you go right to the top with the A-team.
Brian Fuller creates his own cars and bikes. And he's one of the key builders over at Foose Designs.
Jim is VP at Mother's Polish, and in the world of car surfaces, Jim is a VIP.
We're here in Alan Budnick's shop, home of all those incredible Budnick wheels.
Kevin Bird is on loan from Ford, and he's the guy who puts the power in powertrain.
Team captain is design legend Chip Foose. And once you said Foose, you said it all. And here it is, Jeff Chevelle in the flesh. That color might have been cool back in the day of shag carpets, but it's time to tow this rig into something resembling a new millennium.
Can the A-Team's vision become a reality in 1 week? Well, after you see what they have in mind, the answer is simple. Are they crazy or what?
Okay, let's check it out. Go around, we can look at it.
Wheel's not rusted out of it.
The sheet metal looks like it's in pretty good shape.
It's got that moldy smell.
What I see doing is we got to get the glass out of this car. We get the top taken off of it. We get all the door handles, all the moldings, all the emblems, all the little fender well lips, get the bumpers pulled off, and just get it to where we can media blast the body. And then we start filling holes and fixing this and then get this thing to paint and then start putting everything back in.
Now, if you couldn't follow all of Chip's list, don't worry, because you're going to see the whole thing go down right before your eyes.
Well, you want to start yanking this hood off? I'll go get the hood.
We're going to get to this in a second.
Okay.
Already working up a sweat here.
But once this goes to body or to get paint work, then it's out of our hands for everything else.
Sure.
So somehow we got to try to do a parallel as much as possible.
Correct tools to do that with?
It's like Christmas.
Look at that.
I don't know. Well, we got to preserve the trim here.
Okay.
Correct.
Oh, we are preserving the trim.
Well, I don't, who knows, but I don't want to.
Not like Christmas.
Because we could have fun removing the trim.
Oh no! I didn't do that.
Here, be careful. Oh, shh.
Well, it was already coming off.
It's just like these guys to change their mind. I was told everything on the car was coming off.
That was a delicate procedure, and this one's junk. Now we're in trouble. I had it coming off perfectly.
You told me to remove the trim, Chris.
Stand here, so not true. Everybody.
I know, he really didn't. He really did. Okay, well, how about you remove the trim on the other side, and let's see how gently you can do that,
I'm
Chris.
staying away. So that's why I know that the experts handle it.
So you're getting rid of the carpeting right now?
We're gonna pull the seat lift out.
All the interior's coming out.
Everything's
We're just
coming
gonna
out.
make it a shell.
Chip's gonna kill me.
He didn't get the key for the trunk.
Oopsie.
So we're gonna fill that trunk hole anyway.
Sure.
Now we are.
Now we are.
You're in charge of the engine, right?
Okay, sure.
Okay. What are you doing?
He's not taking trim off over at Ford. A few days before this build, Kevin completed work on a radical prototype engine that went into the new Ford Shelby Cobra. But today, he's a long way from Detroit.
It looks like the team is going to tear down the car completely before putting the build plans on the table. Now, in the meantime, who can resist the urge to snoop around?
All right, let's discover some things about our victim, Jeff. Now, this is all the stuff that we pulled out of his car. Now, this is my favorite item so far. The Steelers beanie, which includes a hair sample in case we need DNA on Jeff. Now, the weirdest part is that inside the hat,
Da-da-da-da.
it's a cassette tape.
But you got to get a close-up of the
Says
title here.
Sexual mayhem. Frankly, I'm appalled, Jeff.
You are not. Don't lie.
I'm not
You
appalled.
love it.
You're my kind
You
of guy,
love it.
Jeff.
We even snooped around in the trunk.
How many bodies?
Oh, no dead bodies.
Boring. I'm discovering things here. There is a sexual mayhem sticker wrapped around this microphone.
He probably has a part-time
probably
job in a band.
singer, yeah.
He's a lead singer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, baby. Hey, we're loaded. One chance. Oh, yes.
With the car coming apart, we see that the body is in pretty fair shape. And that's cool, because Chip and the guys have a lot of other problems to tackle, starting with a motor that fires up more questions than answers.
So what do we really think about doing on the motor?
Don't know yet. Kevin?
Yeah, for now, let's pull it out, and we'll just keep working on it during the week. And we've got until the end of the week to really have a motor replacement.
So these builders have practically no time to do this, and what's worse, an extremely limited budget. But because they're all pretty much made guys in the automotive industry, they can pull strings and get